Guys, I'm back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you which arrow type is the best in Assassin's Creed. Now, go ahead and get into it. If I head right on over to inventory and over here to craft arrows, there is 6 different arrow types in the game. There's normal arrows, paralyzing arrows, poison arrows, fire arrows, explosive arrows, and death arrows. Now, how you unlock all of these is if you go right over to abilities, right on Hunter, there is a ability called Arrow Master. If you get that unlocked 3 out of 3, that will give you paralyzing, fire, poison, and explosive arrows that you can craft. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the expenses of these arrows. You already know a normal arrow is 1 wood. Paralyzing arrows is 2 wood, 1 hide. Poison arrows are 3 wood, 3 hide. Fire arrows are 3 wood, 3 metal. Explosive arrows are 5 wood, 2 metal, 2 hide. And last, death arrows are 6 wood, 3 metal, and 3 hide. Now, I'm going to cut to it. You already know what normal arrows do, so we're going to go ahead and test out paralyzing arrows. With this rounded tip, the paralyzing arrow deals more damage and can also knock out a target. Now, I've used paralyzing arrows in the past, and I've never knocked out a target with one. But I do know that they do more damage. So let's go ahead and get right into it and use these arrows. Now here we are. I'm going to use the paralyzing arrows. As you can see, they deal a nice amount of damage. This is definitely more than my normal arrow damage. And I can kill people pretty fast. My bow is not really the best. Oh. I knocked that guy out. I guess you don't really kill people with this bow. With these arrows. Guess you just knock them out. That's pretty cool. Instead of having to Sparta kick people out, you can always just use this to knock them out. Which I would just rather get them low and Sparta kick them. So these definitely wouldn't be my highest ranking arrows. But on to the next. Now on to the next arrow type. Here we have poison arrows soaked in venom. The poison arrow will intoxicate and weaken its target. Now we're going to go ahead and start using this arrow right here. And let's go ahead and get into it. Here we are. As you can see, just like a poison weapon, it will build their poison up and start eventually taking off damage. As you can see, he's taking 590. Now I would say these is one of the better arrows. Right here. Pretty good damage. Not too bad. You can get some good poison build up on it. From long range rather than having to fight with a actual weapon. Go ahead and use it on this heavy guy right here. Definitely not going to be ranked first, but still a good arrow. Builds poison up fast, which is really good. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and get on to the next one. Alright, now here we are guys, on to the next arrow. Here we have fire arrows. A small lining cloth around the tip allows the arrow to be lit on fire, burning targets on impact. Now we'll go ahead and use these arrows right here. Now here we are, fire arrows. I would rather fire arrows over poison, but it's whatever you have, because you can make it where you do more poison or fire damage in your abilities menu. Here we are. As you can see, just like poison, it will build up on them. Go ahead and take this guy's shield away. As you can see, builds up on fire. See, it's taken for 2,000. See, this guy is gonna die from fire build up. Oh, got him. Nice. Gonna use it on this big guy right here. Now he's gonna start taking for fire damage. He's dead. As you can see, it's a very nice arrow type to use. Better than poison because it ticks for more. And on to the next one. Now here we are on to the next one. Explosive arrows. A sulfur mixture near the explosive arrow's tip results in a devastating impact. Now we'll go ahead and use the explosive arrows right now. Here we are, about to use the explosive arrows. As you can see, it also does fire damage, and it also deals a impact. Now, they aren't meant to do crazy amounts of damage, just like any other arrow, but it has AoE damage, which means anybody standing near the person I'm hitting right now will be also hit by that arrow. As you can see, he was just hit by it. If I come over here, shoot this goat, they got hit by it. See, as you can see, they're both getting hit by it. And they both die from it. Now, this is one of the better arrows, but still, in my opinion, is not the best. This guy right over here builds fire damage up fast, but this arrow is also, on the expensive side. That's it for this arrow, and on to the next. Alright, here we are, guys, on to the last arrow, and the last one is the death arrow. Death arrows move faster, penetrate deeper, and deal more damage. As you can see, this is the most expensive arrow there is, but in my opinion, death arrows are the best arrows that they are to use, if you just want to do the most damage, which I'm assuming that's what you want. Now we're going to get right into this arrow right now. Now here we are using the death arrow. As you can see, has a metal tip. As you can see, I'm doing more damage to this guy than I would normally with my other arrows, and I can get a nice 3-tap on it. These arrows do good amounts of damage. I usually don't use them because constantly making them over again is going to use up your resources. But if you have the resources to spare, I do recommend using this arrow type. As you can see, go for him right here, and I'm doing good amounts of damage to him. He's already dead. He's dead. As you can see, you can kill all of these guys extremely fast with the death arrows. Very good arrow type. That's it for this video. If you like my content, please subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Peace out.